made an effort to come, and have come from all over the country. We've had people from the far north to Dunedin. I don't think there's anybody further south than Dunedin. I think that's a pretty amazing effort, and I want to thank you all very much. Now we have a few special people here. No, wrong. We are all special people. We're all special, but we have a few guests today. I just want to sort of mention them. We have, of course, Amanda. Where's Amanda Vickers? Amanda? Amanda was or still is the vice...
No, I'm not anymore.
Okay. She was the deputy of leader of Social Credit, and she's helping us sort of with some ideas later on about how we move forward and some new ways of politics. I am absolutely thrilled to welcome David Haynes to our meeting. Some of you will know that David was the founder with myself at the time, and he's just retired a wee bit from politics and gone more into the issues around water and stuff like that. But I'm absolutely thrilled and very proud that David has come along, and proud that he was a founder of the New Zealand Outdoors Party. He probably has no idea how much we've grown in recent times since he was here. We have my very dear old friend Tony Orman, and Tony is the author of so many books. How many books? 27 books or something? Tony was the editor of a number of newspapers, and he's going to talk about that sort of stuff with us later. With Peter Trollope here. Peter's been working on the water issues. He was also the president of the New Zealand Federation of Freshwater Anglers, and he's here to talk about water a wee bit with us later on as well. And we've got Chris Bailey coming. I think he said he'll come along. He'll probably come in the door at some point. He's the ACT MP that got elected for this region, so he's going to come along and join forces with us and hear a bit of what we have to say. With Tracy's taking minutes, Sue co-leader is beside me and going to contribute, and Jen Harkma is taking, she's the secretary. I really just want to say, most of you cannot understand how much work Jen's put in. It's been unbelievable. She's working all hours. It's been incredible. So, you know, I don't have enough words to thank Jen, and so there you go. You can always tell her you thank her. So we're just going to go through the proper agenda, and it was sent to everybody, apparently except Steve, but it was sent to everybody, and we're just going to go through the normal type of agenda. And the first thing was, I'll get Tracy, if she can, to read the minutes of the last AGM.
You don't want to do apologies?
Oh, well, apologies then, okay. But we've already written, oh, where are they gone? God, there's so many bits of paper. Ah, there we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
So far we've had Lucy McDonald, Carl Barclay, I see you here, so you can't be an apology. No, I think
that was the only apology. Oh, there were a few others.
there's quite a few of them. Where are
So
they?
they're not
No,
in
they're-
this.
Okay.
All right, we'll figure out the apologies and we'll put it in the minutes.
I don't know where they've gone. They were on a
didn't do
piece
it.
of paper.
We did it last year.
Okay. All right, Tracy, read the...
All right. Oh,
read-
no, well, we did with Heidi and Tricia and all those people.
Yeah, but they're all written
Yeah,
out
apologies.
somewhere.
Okay.
They've already been
So we do have apologies.
recorded.
Meanwhile, I'm just going to read out the minutes from the last meeting. It was pretty, the minutes are short, the AGM wasn't, but the minutes are short, so this shouldn't take too long. So there was only a few attendees because there was this whole COVID thing, meltdown was happening. So we actually had 2 meetings. We had an in-person meeting and a Zoom meeting. So just the people who actually made it were Mike and Erica Isles, Michelle Metcalf, came all the way from Northland again, Jim Hilton, all the way from and Kelly Tehuhu, Wilf Bierman Riddell, Brad Flutie, Raoul Pirard, and me, and a whole bunch of online people, which was pretty cool. And we actually started with the comment, these are unusual times, and they've just continued to get more unusual. And a discussion about how we had to comply with the Electoral Act and how hard that was. We had a membership report from Mike Isles talking about how we're growing continuously and doing well with our membership. President's report, previous minutes, nominations to the board. So we lost Scott Taylor, Peter Kitchener, so we gave sincere thanks to them, who are no longer able to be board members for various reasons, which made two board positions available. So we had nominations for Jenny Brown as a new board member. That was moved by Alan and seconded by Brenton, who was there on Zoom. Nominations for the previous board members, that was me, Brad Marsh, Mike Isles, Sue Gray, Alan Simmons, and Wilf Bierman Riddell, Jenny Brown, and they were all accepted and passed. Accepted by Alan, seconded by Tracy, and passed unanimously. We were saving one space for a new nomination. It's someone who was coming on board, but we couldn't announce it there and then until things had been finalised. That turned out to be a bit of a nightmare. Someone will talk about that, I'm sure. So the idea would be that we'd be creating an executive committee to help the board over the next few months, and the person who was coming in was supposed to be running that executive board. And all members were going to be notified when that actually happened, but it didn't.
So should we expand on that? Then people know. That was David Moffat,
Yeah.
the ex-CEO of Rugby New Zealand. He was going to run as a manager for the party, but he turned out to be incompatible,
Yeah.
to say the least.
The good news is we found that out pretty quickly, so we moved on. So then we took the nomination for Alan, was the only nomination for president, and that was passed. Sue Gray and Brad Flutie, and that was passed unanimously. Jen was nominated as secretary to continue. Alan and Tracy moved and seconded that, passed. And then we all had a little chit chat, which is lost to history. And then because you were on Zoom, so we lost the sound. So then the discussion is the end of April, we had to comply with the Electoral Act. You have to have 500 members paid up and communicated with. So then there's quite a bit of rigmarole of contacting all those people, subs, all of that. And so there's always a bit of a push with political parties to make sure everyone signs up and pays every year. So just a little reminder there. So that was that must have been the membership report. So that was Mike Isles and Brad